I would marry capitalism. Up in this administration, we had a lot of chocolate.
How could anyone platform the disgraced,
I got some good quotes.
allegedly corrupt,
Queens get the money.
allegedly self-serving,
I stated I'm going to make y'all careers.
allegedly horny man?
I'm not hitting on you. I'm interacting with you.
Thank you, Mayor.
And history's going to be kind to me.
Because he's the mayor.
Popular
Ziwe News
knapsack
Network starts now.
with many different locations. God, I f***ing love Eric Adams so much. He is my goat. He always has a place at the table of success where I will wait for him. That is my Turkish king. That is my Turkish goat. I genuinely think he was probably one of the funniest mayors that anyone has ever experienced. Bro, you meme it now? No, I love Eric Adams. Come on, brother. What do you mean? You're gonna regret saying that? I genuinely think he has like an intellectual disability, first of all. Like, I think he's not very bright. Like, I was reading something. I've read so much about him. But that also makes it like way funnier because, yeah, he is New York's Rob Ford, pretty much. Okay? No, literally, I love Rob Ford as well. The reason why I say this is because, like, I think in the aftermath of October 7, there is I was reading something. I was reading a news report about like all these like Zionist donors, pro-Israel donors are like blowing up Eric Adams's phone. Okay. And they're like, you got to do something about these protesters. Like, we got to kill them, whatever. And Eric Adams goes, what's going on with this Pakistani issue? Like, he didn't even know that it was called Palestine. Like, he said Pakistani. Like, he mixed up Palestine and Pakistan. And that is exactly the kind of energy that I love from America's real mayor.
This is an honor, a pleasure. This is American history.
Love it so well. And look on these walls. You would think there is no history with us if you just look at these walls. But my face is going to be up with David Dinkins.
Oh, your face will be up with David Dinkins. I believe that. I received that, and I hope to get a copy of you.
Yeah, no, he didn't say Pakistani. He said Pakistani. The quote was, I don't know the difference between a Palestinian, Pakistani, Arab, Muslim. I have no idea.
Now, Mayor Adams, you spent your tenure as mayor waging war against the rats. Now, unfortunately, you've dropped out of the race. Would you say that rats have won?
Not at all, just the opposite. Rat complaints have decreased in the city. We containerize garbage. They told me it's going to take me 5 years. We did it 3.5 years. And I hate Mickey and his crew.
Oh.
And if anyone ever bumps into a rat, they think about it all day. Don't tell me you like rats.
I don't like rats.
Okay, if you lifted your toilet seat and Mickey popped out, you'll never sit on that toilet seat again. If you take your garbage lid off and Mickey pops out, you'll never take that lid off again. So I did a great favor for you and other New Yorkers. I took one hazard out of your life, the rats.
You've said New York City is the Istanbul of America,
Yes.
the Athens of America,
Yes.
the Islamabad of America.
Yes.
Which international cities would you compare to the following boroughs, like Staten Island?
Staten Island is the Little Italy of America.
Oh, and the Bronx.
The Bronx is the Puerto Rican, Dominican of America.
Those aren't cities. And Manhattan.
Manhattan is probably the United Nations of America.
Oh, okay, we're just listing things. Brooklyn.
Brooklyn is the everything of America.
Everything of America. And finally, Queens get the money.
That's right. Queens got the money because I gave them the money. And so they should be the most appreciative of America.
Please, to camera, if you could tell Queens to appreciate you more.
Queens, you should appreciate me more. You got the money because I gave you the money.
Why'd you say he has so much arrogance for zero reason? No, because he's f***ing stupid. That's it. Like, he's Mr. Dunning-Kruger. He does not understand. I don't think you've been invited to enough black cookouts. We all have an uncle like this with Riz who's embarrassing as hell and stupid. I mean, I would love him. I love him and he's not my uncle. I would love him way more if he was my uncle.
Mayor.
What's your favorite subway stop to stop and frisk?
All of them when it's used correctly. You know, it can't be abused because I didn't go to federal court to sue with Floyd versus NYPD for it to be abused. But every stop is the right stop if it's used correctly. Because when you're on the train with that beautiful outfit you have on.
Thank you.
And all of a sudden you see someone hanging out there and they have a bulge on their side and not the bulge that others was talking about.
Oh, wow.
Then you want to make sure they stop and they frisk.
That's insane. He's so, he's so fucking stupid. Old head harassment incoming. Yeah, he already
That
did
felt
it.
like a threat.
Well, you may think he has a weapon.
What are you saying right
I
now?
don't know. What are you feeling right
I don't
now?
know what you're saying! Okay, we're moving on.
Coming up,
Question for you. You once said, New Yorkers, I'm like broccoli. You're going to hate me now, but you're going to love me later.
I got some good quotes. You know that. What about let my haters be my waiters when I sit down at the table?
Well,
with
that's
my
coming
success?
up, but do you want me to skip around? I have a flow in my intro.
He know, dude, come on, bro. He said, I got some good quotes. It gets worse. It gets worse than unnecessary sexual harassment simulations. Like, what the
You've called yourself the mayor of swagger.
Yes.
What do you think New Yorkers need more? Swagger or rent freeze?
I think that you should have rent freeze and walking with swagger because you got the rent freeze.
Oh, got it. Okay, a 2 for 1. I'm going to give you some quick fire
Wait, what? So why did you not do that?
questions, and you tell me which you prefer.
Got it.
Zero bond or zero crime?
Zero crime and zero bonds and in all of my nightlife.
Spirit Airlines or Turkish Airlines?
Turkish Airlines with a lot of good spirit while you're sitting in with more leg room.
Dirty Sprite or Dirty Cop?
A
Try to work
dirty,
that
what was
one.
the first one? A
Dirty Sprite.
Sprite?
Yes.
Soda?
Like the Future song.
Oh, okay. So listen, I don't know.
You're in
You
the
gotta break
club.
it down to me, you know? Or I want clean on both ends.
Okay. Turkish lira or the Saudi riyal?
The lira.
Okay.
That's my goat.
For someone who's been to Turkey so frequently, you never got the hair transplants. What is that, stylistic or?
No, it's something about having a bald head that I just think, you know, bald-headed men got it going on.
Now, you said this is the city of nightlife. I must test the product.
Yes.
After New York's cooling centers, where's the coolest place in New York to start your weekend?
Oh, God, so many. I would start at
In the
the
city of nightlife, I must test the product. Bars, okay, bars. You need a mayor with whimsy. Zoran, you have to be more like Eric Adams. You would be an unstoppable force. Like we need a mayor with whimsy. Okay, I say we like I'm living in New York. Look at me. Every town, every city needs a mayor with whimsy.
You know what people don't realize?
What don't they realize?
They took my evening out and said, oh, he's just hanging out. You know, no, listen, Dad said if you're going to hang out with the boys, you got to get up with the men. And I do it all the time.
I don't know what that
But
means.
a city that never sleep, a mayor can't even take a nap.
As the nightlife mayor, what time does the club really get jumping?
It depends on where you are. Some of these crazy laws restricted the times that they can stay open. You go to other places and they have
Dog, you're the mayor. Like he's still the mayor. What do you mean some of these crazy laws? Doesn't the mayor have a say on the noise ordinances and stuff like that?
What do you say to critics who think that maybe a 65-year-old man is too old or embarrassing to go to the club?
Well, first of all, let your haters be your waiters.
Okay.
As you sit down at the club night of success, you know. I'm not sure why do people think 65, you should not be out. You know, when I get out of the shower and take a look at myself and
This interview is just as bad as Adams. Ziwe's a fucking brilliant comedian, chatter. She's putting on a character. That's who he is. Do you understand? You're looking at a person engaging in a performance and then comparing them to the genuine thing.
my six packs
Shut up.
and the firmness of my body, I'm living the 65 life.
Oh my God.
If you'd like to show your six-pack to camera, please. How are you an ally to young, attractive Black women that need jobs?
When I became mayor, Black unemployment rate was 4 times the rates of white. We dropped it by 20%.
He's trying to riz her, right? I'm not, like, I feel like he's trying to throw work her way. Like, every response, I can't tell if this is just how he is, even though I have seen him in, like, interviews and stuff. But he straight up is trying to, you know.
Up in this administration, we had a lot of chocolate.
I must ask, did you appoint Jasmine Ray as the city's first director of sports, wellness, and recreation because she was your ex-shorty?
Because she was good at her job and she did it well. And so if you met someone 10 years ago and you hung out with, and you decide 10 years later you wanted to bring them on because you know how good they're at their job, you should do so. That should not be a disqualifier. I'm pretty sure all of your booze, you didn't abandon them merely because you had a relationship with them once.
I've abandoned every boo, for the record.
Coming up,
Now, Martin Luther King had a dream that we would not be judged by the color of our skin, but by the content of our character. What do you say to people who think that only white men should be allowed to take bribes?
Well, I don't think anyone should. White men, black men, Chinese men, German men, I don't think anyone should.
Speaking of schooling, you are New York's first mayor to be federally charged while in office. You were charged with 5 federal counts of fraud, bribery, and soliciting illegal foreign campaign donations. How many of those counts were due to racism, do you think?
I think I'm the first mayor that had to fight the federal government to defend this city from a $7.2 billion hole in our budget that will impact low-income New Yorkers, and had to pay the price for that. And history is going to be kind to me to see the valid effort that I had, not only as a police officer, but also as their mayor.
How many black friends do you have?
Can't keep count. Many.
15?
That was cute, the way he responded. Can't keep count.
Do you plan to run for office ever again as a Democrat, Republican, or foreign asset?
Man makes plans and God laughs. I turn on my GPS every morning. My God position is satellite. He drives my life, and he'll determine what I do next.
Amen. You're anointed, really. Are you jealous that George Santos is the president's new favorite criminal?
Whatever his favorite is up to him. I have my favorites.
What does that even mean? You have your favorite criminals? Like, what the He really is just a Michael Scott in real life? That's not a good thing? Oh my God, that's actually so solid. He is. He is.
And you are the second black man to be elected mayor of New York. What advice do you have for young black kids from the hood who dream of one day becoming mayor and maybe taking a bribe by accident?
Ignore the noise. There are many
To camera,
people
please.
who sit on the sidelines.
He said, take the bribe, ignore the noise.
Cassius Clay, who later became Muhammad Ali, a woman stopped him when he got out of the ring, one of his fights. And she said to him, Mr. Clay, I never missed any of your fights.
Is he comparing him taking bribes from the Turkish government for some of the most hilarious low-level corruption schemes that he engaged with to being Muhammad Ali? That's why he's my GOAT.
And he said, you must be my greatest fan. And she said, no, I want to be there when someone kills you in the ring. There are a lot of people around you as a young person that are there merely because they don't want to miss you falling. Don't give them the opportunity to see you fall. Never give up, continue to fight, and you're going to hit some bends in the road. It's not the end of the road. Just make the turn.
That was a little violent for advice for a child, but thank you. In 2010, you unveiled a city campaign called Stop the Sag in hopes of getting young men to stop sagging their pants. How do you picture a criminal in your head? What are they wearing? What slang words do they speak in? What's their race?
Well, think about it. People laughed at me and they called me names when I did that campaign. Are you seeing it now?
Saggy pants?
Are you seeing young men walking around?
Is he? Well, first of all, yes, that's still a thing. But like, is he taking credit for fashion trends changing? I believe he believes that he did that. Okay, this is why I love Eric Adams, because he, in his mind, I think, legitimately thinks he played a role in this. That's why he's my GOAT.
Showing their underwears. In some cases, wasn't even their underwears. They were showing just about their whole rear. It was wrong. And we became so normalized of dysfunctional behavior with our young men of color. How did we go from the era of my dad when they had on fine wearing suits to the days that we're walking down the block with a jail culture and no one was talking about it? And I said, no, I'm not gonna walk around and act like I don't see this. This is wrong. Stop the sag, pull your damn pants up.
Is this how you pick up girls at the club? Like, this is wild. You sound like my dad.
but they're not sagging anymore.
Yeah, some of them are.
Jail culture, I mean, that's where it comes from, the pants sagging, I think, like as a fashion trend. Isn't it? Saggy pants wasn't jail culture? No, I thought that at its inception, it actually stems from, in jail, you're not allowed to have belts. You can't have belts in prison. So people would, have to sag back in the day. And I think it became like a fashion statement. It is often claimed the style originated from the United States prison system where belts are sometimes prohibited due to the fear they could be used as a makeshift weapon. And there can be a lack of appropriately sized clothing. As a result, their pants would sag. Another more controversial origin story.
Brothers are now concerned about how they look. You look at them now, they're tailored their clothes, they're stepping up their game. You see even some of our rappers are wearing some fine cut suits. That's what we should look like. Because you know as well as I do, before you eat a meal, you see the meal. And there's no way you're going to allow someone coming to you that's not looking impressive. You want to look like this, and you're going to have somebody walking down the block with you.
Keep referring to my appearance.
Yeah, well, I can't. You took time to dress up to look nice.
Oh my gosh.
You know as well as I do, you appreciate the fact that I'm acknowledging how well you are put together.
Let's change the subject.
Coming up.
Oh my God. Bro, he is like, that's creepy unk. Okay, now I'm seeing what Chatters was saying about like it gets worse. What? It still gets worse?
When you shake hands with people, do you instinctively look for a $100 bill ever?
I look for the firmness of their hand, and do they make eye contact with me to see how sincere they are about greeting and meeting.
Greeting and meeting.
Yes.
Yeah, what I appreciate about you is that everything you say is so memorable. Like you are like a modern day Sophocles.
I don't think people realize what's in a person's eyes.
Oh gosh. Any last
Go
word?
back to that for a
Oh
moment,
my
though.
goodness. I just don't want
back
you
to
to
that.
hit on me or something that makes me uncomfortable. What were you saying?
And what's interesting is that whenever a male gives an authentic conversation, it's automatic hitting on you. I'm not hitting on you. I'm interacting with you. You have some good...
That's crazy. He is hitting all of the charisma. Oh my God, he's getting worse.
energy, and you know that.
Okay.
So why can't you appreciate me telling you?
Why can't, bro, okay, the one, this is like one step below, why don't you smile more? Or actually, you know what? This is probably the same level. This is the why don't you smile more, sugar tits? It might be worse, actually. Why don't you appreciate the way I'm talking about your body?
Do you have any last words for Zornmo and Donnie's New York?
This is New York. It's not Cuba. It's not China.
Wait, has he ever said, New York is the Beijing of America. It's the Shanghai of America. It's the Havana of America.
The center of capitalism, not socialism. Can't take it backwards. We've made too much success. Got to move forward.
Got it. Marry, F, kill, communism, socialism, capitalism.
I would marry capitalism,
Okay.
Israel, socialism.
I'm sorry, what? He said he would marry capitalism, Israel? He just thought about marriage and was like, oh, Israel. Like, I love Israel.
Marry capitalism,
Okay.
Israel, socialism and communism. I would kick to the curb.
Wait, so he's saying he would fuck Israel? What? Because he didn't say who he would fuck.
The black community, NYPD, Israel.
I would marry, and love all three of them,
Okay.
and I would add on to them Ghana,
Okay.
Senegal,
Hey.
Nigeria,
Shout out.
South
Nawal.
Africa.
Okay.
Exactly. I love them all. Love is love, and I've shown it to all those communities.
But not China or Cuba.
Love is love. Thank you so much, Mayor Adams.
Thank
It's been
you.
a pleasure chatting with you.
Yeah, bro, he is Mr. Polycule. He's Mr. Polycule, brother. He's doing even when he's marrying or loving countries, he's got to be multiple. That's crazy, man. George Santos, Eric Adams podcast title, Not Guilty. Oh, that's a banger. Oh my God. Eric Adams has more charisma, I think, than George Santos, though. I'll be honest. Like, I genuinely think that he is a force.